So, when I say the cloud, what pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably just a place to store our photos and files, right? But its future is so much more exciting than that. Today, we're going to look at how the cloud is evolving from simple storage into, well, the actual brain of our entire digital world. Let's dive in.
This quote right here, it absolutely nails it. We're not just talking about getting a little bit more storage space. This is a complete transformation. We're going to break down exactly how each of these things, the speed, the intelligence, the sustainability, and the connectivity, is about to completely change the game.
All right, here's our game plan. We'll start with the cloud we all know and use today. Then we'll jump into the 6 huge trends that are shaping its future. We'll look at the 5G and IoT connection that's fueling everything, cover some of the big challenges we have to solve, and wrap it all up with this wild idea of a global digital brain. Okay, first things first, let's talk about our everyday cloud. We need to ground ourselves in the world we know and understand why it's starting to hit its limits.
I mean, just think about your day so far. Did you stream a show on Netflix, check your bank account on an app? Maybe you worked on a shared document in Google Drive. Yep, all of that is the cloud. It's like the invisible plumbing of our entire digital lives. But here's the catch. The cloud we use now is mostly centralized and, well, kind of reactive. It just sits there and waits for us to tell it what to do. And with the explosion of data we're creating, that old model just isn't going to cut it. The future cloud is proactive, it's intelligent, and it's decentralized.
So how do we get from here to there? Well, this whole evolution is being driven by 6 massive trends. Let's walk down these 6 paths that are leading us into the future of the cloud. First up is a huge one, artificial intelligence and machine learning. The cloud is going from being a passive box for our data to an active, intelligent partner. It's not just holding our information anymore, it's analyzing it, learning from it, and actually making smart decisions all on its own. And this isn't just some cool tech gimmick. It has a massive practical impact. We're talking about AI that can predict security threats before they happen, systems that automatically adjust to save you money, and tools that let businesses make critical decisions in the blink of an eye. And listen, this isn't science fiction. This is happening right now. The big players, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud, they are all in a flat-out race to build the smartest cloud, baking these AI tools right into their core services. Okay, trend number 2 is where things get a little mind-bending, quantum computing. So normal computers use bits, right? A 1 or a 0. But quantum, qubits, can be a 1 and a 0 at the same time. This lets them solve certain problems in just a few minutes that would take our best supercomputers literally thousands of years. It's a complete game changer.
And again, you might think this is decades away, but nope. Companies like IBM and Google are already letting researchers access their early quantum computers through the cloud. People are using them right now to tackle incredibly complex challenges in medicine and finance.
Our third trend is all about one thing: location. It's called edge and hybrid cloud. Think of it like this. The main cloud is the big fridge in your kitchen. Edge computing is like having a mini fridge right next to your couch. When you need something fast, you grab it from the mini fridge. By processing data closer to where it's actually created, you slash that travel time, or what we call latency.
So why is that such a big deal? Well, imagine a self-driving car. A delay of even a few milliseconds in making a decision could be the difference between a safe stop and a serious accident. Edge computing is what makes those instant life or death calculations possible.
Next up, multi-cloud. You know that old saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? That's basically the entire idea here. Instead of going all in with just one provider, like AWS, companies are now using the best services from several different providers to build systems that are more reliable and way more cost-effective. So what does that actually look like? Well, a single company might use AWS for its best-in-class data storage, then host their apps on Microsoft Azure, and then run all their big data analytics on Google Cloud. It's all about picking the absolute best tool for each specific job. All right, trend number 5 is serverless computing. Now, the name is a little misleading because there are definitely still servers involved, but the key is developers don't have to manage them anymore. They just write their code, upload it, and the cloud provider handles the rest. It's incredibly efficient. What this really does is free up developers to focus on what they do best, writing great code, not managing server infrastructure.
Services like AWS Lambda and Azure Functions are pioneering this, and it's making it faster and cheaper than ever to build new apps. And finally, our sixth trend, the green cloud. Look, all this computing power, all these massive data centers, they use a ton of energy. So there's a huge push in the industry to make them more sustainable by powering them with renewable energy like solar and wind. And we're talking about really serious commitments here. Take Google Cloud, for example. They have a public goal of running on 100% renewable energy by 2030. This isn't just about PR. Being green is becoming a real competitive advantage. So, we have these 6 powerful trends. But what's the fuel that's making it all possible? Well, that brings us to the absolutely critical connection between 5G and the Internet of Things, or IoT. Think of 5G as a brand new, massive superhighway. And all those IoT devices, your smart thermostats, sensors in a factory, traffic lights in a smart city, those are the cars. 5G is what allows these billions and billions of devices to talk to the cloud almost instantly, with basically zero delay. It's creating a world of constant, seamless communication. But of course, with all this incredible new power, come new problems. It's not all smooth sailing. We've got to talk about the major challenges on the horizon. It really boils down to 3 big ones. First, data privacy. The more data we collect, the harder it is to protect. Second, regulations. Every country has different rules about data, which creates this incredibly complex legal maze. And third, cybersecurity. Every single one of those billions of connected devices is another potential door for hackers. Security has to be priority number 1, period. So, when you put it all together, the AI, the edge computing, the 5G, the quantum, where does this all lead? Well, it leads to something that sounds like science fiction, but is becoming our new reality. A global digital brain. I mean, just let that sink in. We are moving far beyond the idea of the cloud as just a digital filing cabinet. It is becoming the central intelligence, the cognitive engine that processes information and makes decisions for everything, from our homes to the entire global economy. And that leaves us with one final and maybe the most important question of all. If the cloud really is becoming the world's brain, we have to ask ourselves, who gets to teach it? Who programs its values? That is the incredible challenge and the immense responsibility that comes with building this future.